Hello to anybody that happens to click on this video. I'm probably the most informal recording person on YouTube. Here I am listening to music while I'm recording the video. I can hear it just as well as I can hear my own voice. You don't get to hear it though because I don't want any copyright infringements getting mad at me for whatever. So yeah, I don't have any music of my own that I can play on the video, so all you get to hear is me talking. um, Back on March 22nd, when I actually filmed my communicating experience video, what I was originally going to do was like a Q&A thing, and I don't know if anybody's interested in Q&A things with me, but I made a playlist for Q&As because I like doing quizzes and surveys and stuff, and quizzes and surveys you find these days online just aren't quite the same as they used to be, because nowadays it's like, you go on Facebook and it's like, tell us your favorite ice cream and we'll tell you all about your personality, or share a picture with us and we'll tell you all about whatever. And like back in the day, it was literally they were asking you questions and you had to answer the questions before they'd actually tell you anything about your personality or anything. So it was much more interesting back then. It was fun answering questions and all that stuff, and I miss doing that. So I was also kind of thinking if anybody that watches my channel, I don't have very many people to watch my channel, so that's okay. But if anybody wanted to ask a question, they were curious what my opinion of it was, I could probably answer it and put it in this playlist thing. But so whatever. I just found some questions and I answered them quickly because I wrote them down in my little book and my journal. One of many of them. So I thought I'd just read what I wrote and possibly elaborate on some of them. So my first Q&A video, 2 minutes in, now I'm actually going to start answering questions. The first one is, am I creative? Well, you can't tell very well necessarily on my YouTube channel because I'm not very creative with the way I do things on here. But yes, I am actually very creative. Not to toot my own horn, but I am an author. I write a lot. And I can also play the piano. I was in grade 10 piano when I had to stop, and then I kind of stopped playing the piano because I hate practicing. I love playing, I hate practicing, just like how I love knowing things but I hate studying for them. I love learning but I hate studying. Makes sense of that. How often do I use social media? Well, you know how Facebook tells you that tracker for how long you've been on Facebook per day? According to that thing on March 22nd, my average was 47 minutes a day. I tend to scroll a lot and not necessarily, I don't know. I spend a lot of time on YouTube, but I don't have a computer and I don't have TV, so YouTube is basically my TV. Big city or farm? A bit of both. I am an introvert, but I am also an extrovert. I'm more introverted than I am extroverted. So, but I need people, but then I need to take a break from people. So I love the city, like I love Tokyo. If you compare Tokyo to Edmonton, I prefer Tokyo. Way prefer Tokyo. And it would probably take a long time trying to describe why. I've tried to describe why to other people, and I don't think anybody really gets it. You kind of just have to be in both places before you'd really understand. Someone explaining is not the same thing. But I do love Tokyo. I absolutely love Tokyo, but I also love out in the countryside. Neat or messy? I'm more neat than I am messy, which is really funny because an ADD trait is being super messy and disorganized. But as I got older, I got more neat and tidy, but it's a specific kind of neat and tidy, and it's almost to the point I'm just a little bit OCD, I think. And like at one point, like I had to fight against it really bad because it got super bad. But I think that was mainly because of stress and stuff that was happening in my life. But now it's kind of to the point where if things are organized and it's in place and it's good, I'm happy. But if anything starts getting out of place, like even dishes on the counter, they pile up like crazy and it takes me days and days to do them. And then I do them and I'm like, I can breathe again. Why didn't I do those dishes days ago? I actually hate messes and disorganization. I hate it because I can't think when things are a mess. Like if my desks, I've got two desks. One's behind me there and one's here. That one behind me is supposed to have my computer on it, and I don't have a computer. I just have a teeny little laptop, which is why all my videos go on YouTube without being edited. I've explained before. But what was I saying? I'm rambling again. I'm sorry. Yeah. If my desks are messy, like my friend came over and I moved all of my stuff so that she could put her stuff somewhere, and it was actually bothering me way more than I realized because nothing was where I was expecting it to be. Therefore, I ended up touching nothing because I'm like, and then I went back in place and I'm like, I feel so much better now. Life after death. Yes, I've said before I'm a Christian, so yes, I believe there's life after death. Is there life on other planets? No. Two things I'm really good at: cleaning and writing. I have been cleaning as a janitor. That's been my main job since I was like 12 or 13 years old. That's the main thing I've been doing is cleaning. So like 23, 33, 20 years of cleaning and writing. Yeah, I love writing. I overthink it and get frustrated and get hyper focused on certain things and don't write nearly as well. And then other times I write stuff and I'm like, whoa. And my sister kind of has the same opinion, so it's not just me. 3 things to have while stranded on an island. I would need books, lots of books, both blank ones and ones I can read, lots of books, including my Bible. Games, specifically games I can play myself, I guess, if I'm stranded alone. And pens, lots of pens, so I can write. Not pencils, they have to be pens, because then I can write on myself too if I run out of paper. Position when I'm sleeping, curled up. I sleep on my back a lot, but still generally to this day, if I'm sleeping on my back, that is indicating there's something wrong with either my pillow or my mattress or both, because naturally I want to sleep on my side, and I cannot sleep with my legs straight, not for very long. If I'm really honestly sleeping comfortably and properly, my legs have to be curled at least a little bit. And as I got older, I don't know if there's something wrong with my hips, I guess, because now I have to sleep with a pillow between my legs. I can't sleep without one. And I have to have like a stuffed animal or something pressed up here on my stomach and stuff. Things I do to de-stress, like when I'm stressed out, what do? I listen to music. Has to be the right mood, but yes, I listen to music. I watch TV, especially if it's something really familiar. Like I've been keeping track of my moods with an app called Dailyo, and it's kind of really sad because according to that app, you have like different moods and different colors, and most of my colors have been green, which is like good, or purple, which is like really sleepy or stressed out and scattered and whatever. Most of my moods have been like in there. The one day that went all the way down to just can't. I'm done with life right now and all this stuff. And only twice has it been actually happy, in the orange bright happy, like legit happy. Once was when I was writing my story and I actually had like a breakthrough and I had like a whole bunch written and I got super happy. And then the other night was I rewatched Jeremy Sumpter's Peter Pan. I love that movie. That's one of the best movies ever, and it made me super happy, and I was like good and happy for like hours on end. I watched it just before bed and I was still good and happy the next day too because of that movie. Or when I'm trying to de-stress, I also sleep, because that's one of the things that happens with me. The more stressed and overstressed I get sleepier and sleepier. My body just shuts down when I'm stressed. It just shuts down. Or I rant, either on paper in my journal or to a person. If you ever hear me like ranting, that means I trust you, for one thing, because yeah, I'm trusting you enough to like open up and rant about all these things that are bothering me. And generally a lot of the things I say when I'm ranting, I know that they're over the top and dramatic and what's the word? Exaggerated. I know that. So just kind of take it with a grain of salt because I don't mean a lot of it. Have I ever seen a ghost or paranormal experiences? No, I have not. I personally do not believe that ghosts exist. I do believe in angels and demons, and I do believe that I have felt stuff like that, but I've never seen anything. And how can you tell when I'm having a bad day? Generally, when I'm having a bad day, it kind of depends what's making it bad, but for one thing, I don't smile nearly as much, and even if I do smile, it doesn't last. Like, you know, sometimes when you smile and you're like, smile at someone and grin, and then for the next 5 minutes as you walk down the hallway, you're still kind of smiling and grinning and stuff. If I'm having a bad day, generally, even if I do smile, even if I full on grin, it pretty much vanishes as soon as I look away from you, kind of thing. And I'm either like super silent and barely saying a word, or I'm super, super ranty and talkative. And so go to the extremes depending on why I'm having a bad day, whether I'm like upset and sad about something, or whether I'm like really angry about something. When I get really angry, I talk a lot more. When I get really sad or something, I get super silent. If I'm really sad or if I'm really sleepy or whatever, I get really silent. So there you go. But even that took 10.5 minutes. My goodness, I cannot make short videos. But I don't know. There's some questions. Probably more later on, I guess. I made a playlist for this, so if you watched that and if you found it interesting at all, or if you have any comments or want to answer any of those questions for yourself in the comments or anything like that, feel free to. Be nice. I hate criticism. I don't mind debating. I love discussing and that kind of thing. And you're free to disagree. Just be nice, because if you aren't nice, I'll probably just plain delete your message and possibly block you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.